I'm Megan Bennett.
I'm Leslie Meyer.
And this is Gen X Women Are Sick of This Shit. Hi, Leslie.
Look at your nails.
Well, part of them are kind of falling off already, but yeah.
Hi, Megan.
My fancy nails.
I just got they're so pretty.
Thank you.
You're like a little My Little Pony rainbow nail girl.
My Lisa Frank nails.
That's totally what they are. They look like rainbow holographic trapper keeper, but in pink.
So they do make metallic cat's eye type nail polish. So that's what this is. So they put it on and then they get a magnet and they sweep it over there and it makes the little lines.
Fancy lady.
I know.
I always think it's so pretty.
Thanks.
You're just done then because you're probably not magnetizing yourself.
No,
or are you?
No, I have somebody else do it because I don't have the coordination to be able to paint my right hand with my left hand.
Wasn't that always like the torture as like a young person when this is too long. I cannot tolerate having nails. Mm-hmm. It freaks me out. But when I was in like middle school or high school learning to be a lady and what society expected of me, and I was still experimenting, you would get like this one beautiful hand, and then the hand you use the most, if you're right-handed, always looked like
just like dog
shit. Yep. I mean, it was fucking awful.
Yep.
Nothing to be done for it, except all the tricks of like I would lick my finger and then like spread it, like smooth out the yeah. You would sort of like, because if you let it dry it a little bit, you could kind of like spit on them and mush the nail polish around.
Nope. And I have zero patience for like regular nail polish anymore, like the whole drying process. So they have to be gel or it's like, forget about it. Like I have no patience.
You're like, I'm not coordinated and I'm not willing to wait. Nope. How fast can you do this and make it look amazing?
Right.
I will pay you well.
You guys have 20 minutes, I'm telling you. Just get it done.
That's amazing.
Cure that shit. I gotta go.
I go for one pedicure a year on my birthday.
Nice.
And I get gel done and it
lasts the whole year
until like October, November, December. I'm still cutting that shit off because it's gel. It stays on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it lasts enough during the summer. Like I'll kind of trim it and it's like nobody's looking that close
I always
to
do
my
the
toes.
Exact same thing on vacations, like right before vacation.
Yeah.
And then it's like a little take-home memory of
You're like, look at that one time I spent money on that.
I went on a vacation.
I did.
That bright pink nail polish is left over from that vacation.
Because when I like keep it, I can't justify spending the dollars. And if I'm like keeping it up, it becomes another thing I have to think about, like executive function, the scheduling part, which is so dumb. It's fucking getting your nails done.
No, it's 100%. It's a real thing though.
And then it becomes like weirdly obsessive because I'll forget about it. And then I always want to do the next thing. And it just, I have no control. So I'm like, once a year, one and done.
I used to go pretty regularly, get my nails done.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of fell off like over the winter, mostly because I just didn't want to leave the house.
Sure, of course. Nobody's looking.
I don't want to I don't want to leave the house. And then I realized the other thing I don't like about it is the fucking small talk.
Yes.
I don't want to talk.
I don't want to talk. Nope. I'm just here to do a thing.
Right. And inevitably,
exactly.
The girls are very, very nice that I go to the place at Bottle Works or whatever.
Oh,
yeah. Very nice.
That's where I got my pedicure done. Beautiful.
It's great. They're lovely people. But I don't want to talk about the last movie I saw or what I want to do this weekend or
I let them know. I was like, we don't have to, don't worry about having to talk to me.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I say that. I was like,
I think I probably should. Maybe that would make it better. And I'd be like, I could just go.
Because I think they feel, I mean, I would as a service provider, like you kind of, there's this like social.
Like it's awkward if you just sit there and do it.
Neurotypical people have this like social expectation that they get chatted with, right? Or like this is how we're. I don't know. I don't understand why we do it.
I don't think anybody around has to talk to me.
No, I want to go and have silence.
Right. I'll put earbuds in and just listen to music, and that would be okay.
I'll get my pedicure done. I'll read my book. We don't have to talk.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
maybe I'll try that next time and see if it's less miserable.
So I will say it because I'm like, we don't feel like you have to chat with me.
Yeah.
Like I will inquire because I care about you as a human being.
Sure, absolutely. I'm like, I want to know how are things going? Are you doing okay?
Yes.
And then when we're done with that, like you don't have to ask me because I
feel no pressure. Right. Feel no pressure. Just do your job. Go into your own zen. listen to your own podcast and just enjoy yourself.
I like it. I'm going to
zero obligation.
That's very good advice.
I don't know. Maybe we should just get like a little printed card that we hand to people and say like, off the hook. You do not have to chat with me. I will give you the most glowing review about how amazing you are. Yep.
You're free to just think about whatever you want.
Silence.
And talk to somebody else if you want to. That's okay.
I don't want to chat with people when I'm getting a massage.
Oh my God, no.
Don't talk to me.
No. Because I might fall asleep a little bit.
We're not filling
and
space.
That's okay.
I come for the silence.
Yes.
That's what
this is my time.
I'm here for the silence.
To not have to talk or be on.
Yes.
Think about anything.
Yes.
Right? Like, okay. Yep. I like it. I think that's a really good suggestion.
Well, and I wonder, because we both work with like high FaceTime jobs, like if there's something to that. Like
you're just done. At the end of the day, I don't want to talk. Well, I'm in my pajamas by 7 p.m. Which my husband thinks is really fucking funny. But I'm looking at my watch and I'm like, it's 7.
It's pajama
we were
time.
out to dinner last night and it was 8 before I got home and I'm like, I'm an hour late.
Do you have to get up? What time do you have to go to work?
I have to be there at 8.
Oh, okay.
Now, ask me if I'm ever there at 8.
Oh, I know you're not.
No way.
Because ADHD just does not allow for that. No. Even if you are walking out of the house on time, you will not, because it feels painful.
It's not right.
You're not the boss of my time.
I hop on Microsoft Teams and I'm like, I'm going to be a half an hour. I'll be there by 10.
Wait, that's 90 minutes.
Okay, but
2 hours.
To be fair, I do work in an environment where I work sometimes on the weekends.
Yeah.
I'll work late.
It's like a 24/7 vibe.
Right. Like I'm editing video or something at like, Sunday afternoon. So I just do not feel that bad about it.
Yep.
I'm sure somebody is having a hissy fit somewhere about me rolling in late.
Some people really love the time and the on time, and it has a lot of meaning for them. And in certain instances, it is very, like, I'm on time to doctor's appointments. I am on time for my clients within a 5-minute window because sometimes
it's their time.
Run a little, right? It is their time. All of that stuff. But if this is like at all flexible or optional or like it's a group, I just don't. Yeah. You will
see me when you see me. And
I just turn a little bit of that executive function off. Yeah. I am not ever stressed.
Me either.
Like, unless there is a boundary on my other side, right? Like if I've got someplace
Well,
to
like
go.
Today, right? We originally talked about recording at 11.
Right.
And it's record store day, so
you had to go to record store day.
I texted and said, I'm standing in line.
And I'm like, nope, totally
hours.
Good. All good. Yeah. We had flexibility today.
So that worked, but otherwise I would have been like, all right, Jeff, we gotta go.
And I would have gotten my shit off the couch a little bit sooner. I got up because I got up at 9 because I knew you were coming. And I was like, I need to go drink water.
I'm glad you got a nap.
It was really good. I went out last night dancing with the 24s, the 24-year-olds for the birthdays.
Oh, baby.
And I'm an old lady. And I only went out. I was out in public for less than 2 hours. And I only had 2 drinks while I was there. And I had 3 during the course of the day. And so but I had a headache by the time I got back. Now, some of that is a really bad tinnitus. My ears are ringing so fucking hard. But I also just had I should have had a bigger meal. All these things. You just never know. You
should have been in bed by 8 p.m. with your pajamas on at 7. I'm just saying.
I am such a night owl. I do not but I also don't start my workday until 10.
Yeah.
So I can sleep for about 6 hours. I know. Brain health. I should be sleeping for 8. I know. It's just when I wake up. So I'll be up until like midnight and then I go to bed. For a long time, I was doing the midnight thing. And just because I get watching something on TV or, I'm trying to crochet a blanket for Gillian. Fucking hilarious. Like Granny
I am relearning how to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm so bad at
You're
it. And
such a Gen Z now.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Leslie, I started this blanket. I started it probably right before Christmas.
Oh,
and it's coming along.
I'm so proud.
but I'm like, you know what? There are no rules. I can do anything I want.
You can.
Sometimes it's a single crochet. Sometimes it's a double crochet. Sometimes it's like, every row is the same.
Yes.
Like I'm not doing anything weird, but like it might be like 2 rows of double, 1 row of single. You know, it's just like it's all over the fucking place.
You're
just so funny.
You're keeping yourself interested. That's what happens here.
I'm like, you know,
it's all good.
It'll look fine.
You started around Christmas. We're in April. I'm looking at my watch. It's April. You have kept up a project for 5 months.
It's literally like watching TV and like just doing it.
Okay.
And I've, you know, if I'm just sitting there, it's giving me something to do with my hands, which is nice. Yeah, it's okay.
Well done. You are maintaining focus over an extended period of time.
If I ever had to do a pattern, I would probably, I would have given up a long time ago.
I'm done.
I would have been like, don't need that anymore.
That's where that like weird perfectionism goes in. Like you're doing it right and you want it to look exactly right. Yes. And it's just like.
I can cross stitch. But if you ever looked at the back of my cross stitch, you would be like, this person's a sociopath.
We should create that test. It's like, how much of a sociopath are you based on the back
of her cross stitch?
It's one of those like weird internet puzzle ad things that they're like, just by looking at this picture, you'll know how traumatized you were in your childhood.
Right. Can you draw this turtle?
Right.
This pirate?
Yes.
No, I cannot.
Show us the back of your cross stitch.
And if I did,
we will pathologize and diagnose you.
We will put you away.
I think that's brilliant.
It's so bad. So, but I'm not a crafty person by nature. So it's sort of like,
she's crafty.
Right. I'm not. I'm really, I want to be so bad. And I don't have the patience for the structured stuff.
I heard you're living your best crafty dreams.
Yeah.
I think that's great. That's all you got to do, girl.
I am a hodgepodger. Which I think is you just make it up as you go.
And that's totally fine. It's a little bit next to like a mod podger. Mod podge? Is that what that is?
I
like when you do the like paper glue thing.
Isn't that the same? Is it hodgepodge, mod podge?
Decoupage.
Decoupage.
I think we can like decoupage things.
Nice. Yes.
Collages. Collage podge and hodgepodge. Oh, I love all of
collage podge.
This is a great series of words.
Yes, it's an exercise for your mouth.
How
are you feeling now?
Right now, I feel great.
I don't know, refreshed and
back to normal. So we've done I got up and I had some coffee and then some water. And I was like, I need some food. So I did pay someone to bring me greasy McDonald's.
Yes, you did.
I had 3 or 4 bites of that.
Because it is the best. When you're hungover, like you have to have.
And for not a good reason, right? Like had I gone, I don't know. Had I had a better reason, I would be like less, but I was judgmental about it. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. This is ridiculous. So I had a couple bites of McDonald's. I took some Tylenol.
The grease breaks through all the funk that you have when you're hungover.
And then when the headache went away, I was like, okay, cool. It's the head. I cannot tolerate the headache. So then I drank some water and I took a little nap and I finished the rest of my greasy breakfast and got some more caffeine. And
so here's my plug for. I do think we need sponsors for this particular podcast. And if you're listening, Z-Biotics.
Oh, yeah, you had told me about this.
You need to be a sponsor because Gen X likes to still drink. Yeah. Like the younger generations are a little iffy on it, right? Like the alcohol industry's a little bit worried because Gen Z, younger millennials, they are not necessarily drinkers. And Gen Alpha is
quite as much. Yeah.
They're just getting to that point and they're like, no, thanks. Yes. I'd like a mocktail, please.
And the's another part of that too. Everything's so fucking expensive.
100% true.
Like, you're not going to go out and buy a $17 cocktail.
Right. No.
You're just not going to do that.
Gen X? Yeah, probably.
But we also know that we're closer to the end than the beginning. So we're like, hey,
and having that cocktail is just going to get us a little bit closer.
Like, have a great time. But there are definitely, changing tides.
Yes.
But this is all back to Z-Biotics.
You're right. Like it really is. It's super expensive. But Gen X is all like, we're still drinking. And Z-Biotics is one of those products that where you take it before you have your first drink. And it apparently like takes care of the shit in your gut that makes you get a hangover.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, it like pre-poisons us.
Yeah.
Pre-de-poisons
it just goes in there and like sets the stage so that whatever you put in there is like not, not turning into a toxin in your gut.
Acetyl alcohol or whatever.
Right.
I mean, it is like, now that we know the science, we're just poisoning ourselves.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yes,
it's
we
carcinogenic.
are completely doing that.
Billions of cancers are fed by alcohol. And also...
But maybe this is, I'm not going to presume that this is a cure for cancer or anything, but it's a preventative of some kind, maybe. I don't know. But there's your free plug. There's your free plug, Z-Biotics.
It's a preventative for cancer, if only. But also, like, we've been drinking for millennia.
Yeah, for a long time.
Human beings enjoy being altered. And so it's not like other generations are giving up being altered.
No, correct.
They're
they
just
are doing other things,
different substances, which will then have its own trajectory, path throughout history and pendulum swing and all of that good stuff.
Yep. It's probably cheaper.
Maybe. Probably. Until you can like go to a bar on the regular.
Yeah.
And then
they'll be like, here's a little bit of it.
Yeah. And then you're like paying all the premiums for space. But then we're also losing third spaces and communal spaces because they're not drinking as much.
Right.
And pubs are dying and all these things.
The THC beverages. You
can
you can find those at like Total Wine. Those are really expensive.
Yes. Yeah.
I guess you're getting the best of all worlds though.
You're getting the best of all worlds. What are we talking about now?
I don't
Going
know.
out. Drinks.
Yes, well, I'm glad you survived your outage.
I did, and it was really fun, and it was funny because like where we went dancing, I used to go when I was in my 20s, and now I am twice that. So it's like
nice,
and I'm like, oh, I still love dancing, and I could also do this at 8 p.m., like 8 to 10, with a little bit more like kind of 80s Madonna Cher vibes. Would have been great, or on any current EDM, I would have been amazing.
Yeah.
So
but the music was like
out with just like right in between, like I was in a musical gap where like I had less awareness, so there would be occasional like weavings in of something from like that you and I would know, and then there would be something contemporary that I would know. But then there was a whole lot in the middle. It was like youngest millennial music.
I'd be very lost and confused.
And I was like, oh no, I was raising babies then. Like, so for them, it was even a throwback. They were like, oh my gosh. And I was like,
old
oh,
school.
you guys are so cute.
Dance on, my friends.
Super, super fun and super, super loud. My ears are still ringing. So that was the other part. I was like, oh, I don't remember.
Do you have loops? Have you ever used loops
No,
before?
Do you have them?
I do. I really like them.
Okay, yeah. I wonder because I see commercials all the time.
Yeah, they're really good. I have the loop switch, and you can do all three. Like there's one that's like a focus feature that will help you if you're in a crowded situation talking to somebody.
Perfect. So
it sort of like gets
it really does help. It
does help a little bit. It's not.
Holy shit!
It's not like I know the new Apple AirPods.
Yeah.
Will focus.
I have those,
and I actually went out and bought myself the Meta glasses because I'm dumb like that. And I bought them for work mostly. I bought them for work mostly for content creation because I can like have them on and like record what's happening at work.
Yes.
And
I see that.
So that's why. So I can record with my phone and with my eyeballs and be able to like have two different angles of things.
That's fucking amazing.
So it's cool. That's why I did it. But they do have a feature in there. So if I wore those in a crowded restaurant and you and I were having a conversation and it was super loud, I'd be able to hear everything like crystal clear.
Because it
really works. Those are wild.
I wish they were not owned by Meta.
Right. Me too.
Like,
yes, I feel like my soul hurts a little bit for that. But that technology is going to
Yeah. And you already, that's your industry. Like, so you don't have a choice but to like be a part of it. We were talking about that earlier. I've been slowly over the past few years, it's probably since COVID times, been removing things from Facebook. And maybe this could be a longer conversation. We could like take a little pause or kind of say,
let's take a pause. Let's take a break and then we'll come back and we'll talk more about that.
That sounds like a great idea.
I like it. Gen X Women Are Sick of the Shit is supported by Lilas, Love You Like a Sis, a Gen X women's social club.
What's Lilas, Megan?
Lilas is our off-platform, off the books of faces off all of the other traditional social media. It is our space and place for Gen X women to come together, have conversations, meet each other. It's a social club.
It is a social club. It's a membership-based club. Memberships are $10 a month. That does help support us in growing the platform. We purchased a platform that would host a network of women so that you could come together and meet each other in real time.
In a safer space,
yes,
right, than a traditional social media platform, and a much more personal space. So what do we do there, Leslie?
We host movie nights where we live stream some of our favorites as they are available to us. For group watches of films from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. We host a space for a monthly book club. We host
trivia nights
once a month. We have a live text chat.
4 prizes even.
4 prizes. That's true.
Yeah.
The space is able to host like weekly text chats so that you can kind of check in real time with people. I would say the critical difference between kind of what this space is and any other social media space that I've experienced is that it is active. You will have to engage in it or be engaged in it by other people. So it's not like a passive consumption thing. It's like making connections.
Yep. And if that's what you're looking for, the opportunity to meet other people, to find people who are maybe in the same similar spaces as you are.
Like-minded, same time phase of life, navigating all of those transitions.
Then this might be the right place for you. So check out Lilas. You can learn more about it at genxwomenpod.com.
And we're back.
We're back.
Yeah. We were just talking off air. You're going to go do something fun tonight.
I'm staying out past my bedtime.
I'm so proud of you. Are you going to wear pajamas, though?
I'm underneath my winter coat because it's freaking cold out today. Oh. No, I'll wear something warm. It won't be fancy because I will have a coat on. But it's a concert outside. It's a band called Johnny Sacco, which they in indie
long time,
right? They were a Bloomington band in the late '80s, early '90s, and Mike Wiltrout, who's the lead singer, I've known him for a long time. Cool. I didn't know him back in the original Johnny Sacco days, but I since met him and not hang out, but I see him pretty regularly around. And
I mean, I've stalked him. It's fine.
I've stalked him. He knows me, like my name.
We're best friends.
He's my best friend.
I send him letters. I just want him to know how important he is.
I follow him on social media. No, I mean, if I saw him in public, he would know who I was.
He would say hi. He'd be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Or he'd be like, "Sup,
sup, sup, Megan."
Anyway, like they traveled around as when we were all much younger, and they're kind of like a ska band. So lots of pogo, lots of bouncing, lots of jumping, really fun music. Lots of dancing. None of us are young enough and fit enough to do any of that now. So it'll be very interesting to see Mike come out as the lead of Johnny Sacco, because I was used to as a kid, he's a young person, watching him with all the energy. And now it'll be like, if he doesn't come out on a little like personal scooter, I will be shocked. Like, that would be that would be totally how I expect this day to go.
That's miraculous.
So yeah, we're doing that.
But wait, are they a ton? They're not a ton older than us.
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, we're sort of
I think we're the same age.
In age. Okay, great.
Yeah.
I love that your internal younger self imagines him as way ancient.
Oh no, I just see him being like the snarky guy who would do that as admitting his age, right?
You're just like, yeah, we're not doing that bullshit anymore.
Yeah, I'm not bouncing. Forget it.
Arthritis fucking sucks.
That's right.
That sounds like so much fun. Yeah. I hope you have a great time.
Thanks. It'll be good.
Take some, what are those little hand warmers?
There will be hand warmers. I do have a battery powered coat, so I may have to rush home and charge that for a little while, which is so stupid. I do have a battery powered coat. I am a whiny baby bitch.
But you're going out. You're not.
I am.
You're leaving the house.
And this is my second time today going out.
That's right.
I got up this morning and went to record store day.
I'm so proud of you.
And stood in line in the rain.
And you got some great shit.
I did. I got a new Jesus and Mary Chain
Heck
LP,
yeah.
which is with great songs on it.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 Cure albums. They had the Greatest Hits and the Greatest Hits acoustic.
Amazed. I would love to hear that. Mm-hmm.
I got Orchestra Maneuvers in the Dark.
Mm-hmm.
They had one for a record store day, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff got a Kiss album.
Nice.
He tried to get Stone Temple Pilots, but they were sold out of that one
So
by the time we got
sad.
there, which is a bummer. But yeah, it was good.
That's a great haul. I mean,
$200.
But you stood outside for $200 worth of your life.
Right. I was not coming away empty-handed.
With nothing. In the rain.
I was going to get me some fucking records.
Well, I was laying on the couch nursing my McDonald's, feeling my age in a different way.
Yeah. No, I was just feeling my toes go numb, and it was cool.
It was amazing.
Again, whiny bitch baby.
What
Okay.
were you talking
Anyway,
about?
I don't know. What were we talking? Oh, we were going to talk about like current events, right?
Oh, yeah. Relevant things for Gen X. I was like, we got to fucking talk about the fucking Artemis.
Yeah.
NASA.
That's so cool.
We were all like, I was.
And we
I
can all
watched
be like,
the launch.
Phew, we can talk about it now.
Right. And so many people were like, oh, it didn't blow up. It also was magical. Like, I got tearful. I was like, that's really cool.
Do you know what I really am pissed off about, though? Is the fact that AI is everywhere. And so I keep seeing video and stuff, and I'm like, is that real? Is that real? Is that real?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
You have to like scan everything.
Like this is something that the Artemis, some video from the moon, the surface of the moon, that the Artemis and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, is that real?
I just go to NASA. Like I just am only paying attention to NASA's content. Yeah. And then like the astronauts themselves have like shared some things that it was just so amazing. I think that like space exploration when we were kids, I mean, we'd only been doing it for like less than 20 years.
Less than 20 years, yeah.
And then it, because of the, and so,
and then it's
sort of like this loss of hope.
Record scratch.
Right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, okay. So it is really cool. There's so much to be learned. And there's just like, we've learned so much in terms of science and just how our bodies work and like dry eyes, you know, like, but there's so much more that can be tested in space, you know, that can be studied in space and done safely, and just like their like daily exercise routine, just like how they're combating the effects of like not having gravity on the body. Like it's just so important.
We had the combination of the Artemis launch and all that amazing stuff that they were able to do, and going around the other side of the moon and seeing seeing what we never see. All of that, we had that at the same time that Project Hail Mary came out as a movie. Did you see that yet?
I haven't yet. I know.
Shit.
I know.
Okay, first of all,
I gotta go.
I gotta get it off my chest. Ryan Gosling's my boyfriend.
Oh, I'm
he
so happy
know
for
it.
you.
He
Congratulations.
doesn't know it, but I love him a little bit.
I love him a little bit.
I love him a little bit. That movie is so completely brilliant. And I just sat at the end of it and I'm just sobbing. And I looked at my husband and I'm like, I'm not crying because of Ryan Gosling, but I could be.
But I am.
Because he's so pretty. But no, I'm just weeping, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Like I really can't even talk. I'm so affected by
God,
this.
That's amazing.
And Jeff goes, you know what that is? That's just hope.
Yeah, I think
like,
that's
what
true.
That feels like?
I think that's true. Yeah. And not having had it. Did you ever? Because I haven't seen that yet. I'm just trying to like. Did you ever watch Contact with Jodie Foster?
Yes. This is
because he's alone, right? The whole time. It's him and his little.
Oh, I'm not telling you anything. I'm not telling you anything because
I've seen
so
many clips, but it's like, you know, and they're all like joyful.
Yes, you have to go see it.
Okay.
It's so good.
Have the whole experience.
It's Contact-ish.
Okay.
I think it's more like Interstellar and E.T. if they had a baby.
Oh, okay, got you. Interstellar was my kids got me to watch Interstellar. They used to watch it in high school and get really high, but also it taught them a ton.
Yeah.
Like it just shaped their perspective on humanity.
Right.
And relationships. Right. And it's just one of those, like it caught them at the right time.
Yeah.
And I remember Contact, I think I was in college and I both read the book and saw the movie, and it was, you know, and I was a like theater theology kid, and I fucking love space, and you know, it's just all those big questions. It is a movie that gives you big perspective,
right, and time.
Yes,
like just the thought of how far away things are.
Yes,
which is, I took an astrology class, or not astrology, astronomy.
Same, me too.
I took an astronomy class in college, and I made it through 1/3 of the class.
Oh, okay.
And then I had to stop. I had to drop out, and I had to drop out because it blew my fucking mind. Like, it was because of how when you start talking about time and space and how big things are, I was like, I cannot do this. I was just clearly not in the right space for it.
Sure,
but I'm like, I can't do that. My brain doesn't.
I don't want to go to there.
I can't get there.
It's
like,
too much.
It hurts.
Yeah. I love physicists. I love physics.
Oh, I love all of it. And I could do it now.
Hearing all about it.
I could take that class
but
now.
At that time, at that age, it was just like, oh my God.
There's a gal that I follow on Instagram that she's an astrophysicist. I wish I could remember her name. But she was talking about there's now... They're actually mapping galaxies.
Yes.
And they're using AI to help with some of that.
Yeah, for sure.
But they're taking all of these pictures of, you know, the sky, and they're able to map all these galaxies, and they're finding that there's like basically 300 times more galaxies than they ever thought there was.
Right.
And it's just like
it's so magnificent.
I know. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And if you think about it like that, you're like, why the fuck are we putting up with all the shit that we do here and all the fights that we have? We are all we have.
Insane.
Yeah.
We truly like alone in the universe.
Yeah.
Or like not important enough to engage with. Right.
Or we try to engage, but then we do a big old cover up and we don't really want to talk about it.
Right. But then like really, like it's sort of,
I know.
This will offend. No, I'm not going to go. I was like, this will offend a lot of people. I mean, it's just like, okay, but is that because we're so egocentric
sure,
as human beings that like we have sort of sit from a position of like, well, we will go and find other intelligent life based on our experience of ourselves in the universe.
Come on now.
Or like, I don't even think we can fathom what that would be like. And then it's like, and why would you want this place?
I mean, we look kind of hot, but you don't really want to fuck with us because we're a mess,
right?
And it's ugly mess.
Like, but I think that's what science and space exploration brings. Like, we haven't had a reason to fucking look up and like pull back and remember that like we are this Small Blue World, this like Big Blue Marble, all those shows that we grew up with that were about like, this is how connected we are. Yeah. Nothing is in isolation.
No, there's been this big gap with the exception of like Contact and Interstellar and things like that. There's been this big gap of even pop culture around that. Like we, of course, Star Trek and stuff like that.
Yeah, the franchises.
Sure. Like that's there. But I feel like we don't have this, the science specials. We don't have the, you know, the things
like
that,
Cosmos.
Right. Like, so there's been a big gap. And my hope is with the Artemis and all of the interest now, maybe we'll start talking about it a little bit more.
Yes.
And
yes.
You know, supposedly there's going to be a landing base or something on the moon someday.
Yes. There is their next mission is there's Artemis 3 in 2027 and Artemis 4 in 2028. And that will be the first crewed moon surface landing for the Artemis program, which is really cool. And then they're working on the Rosalind Franklin Mars rover mission. I have not read all these things with the European Space Agency, which is so cool. Go follow NASA. Follow all of these astronauts. It's amazing.
It's so cool.
Gives me
I love it.
Hope.
Well, go see that movie, and if you don't, I'll drag you.
Nope, I'll watch. I mean, you can
sit
drag
there
me.
and watch me cry.
I will cry with you.
2 hours.
We'll bring like a big box of tissues.
As a therapist, I think there is I won't say anything about it, but
there
is a part in there that I think you're going to be like, that you're really going to, that's going to hit. There's a part that's going to hit. So I think that'll be interesting.
I think that there is, gosh, this is pretty existential. It's like if there's one perspective, not knowing what you're talking about, but I'm just thinking about like perspective, space, all of this, and then the perspective that I get as a therapist. if there's one like feeling that I could just insert in everybody's programming, it is that like the deep awareness that no matter what you think about what you're going through, you are not having any worse of an experience than anyone else.
Right. No, that's true.
Like, I don't care what you think about how bad you are or what you've gone through or the things that are happening to you. It is like, you are not alone is absolutely true. But like, if I could insert that into your cells on a cellular level, that would just automatically give you the thought of like, I am not unique in this. I am not alone in this. And there is somebody else who can guide me through. It's like an injection
of empathy.
Yeah. Like, and that is so very deeply lost right now. Yeah. And I think that it harms ourselves because we are almost rejecting empathy for other human beings. Yeah. But I also think we feel deeply ashamed about it.
I certainly hope.
Because this ties into the social media thing. Yeah. And I think that's why, you know, when you see moments, and we do have to like scan for AI, of like people being harmed on the street or like someone getting their bag stolen or whatever, 25 people will turn around with their phones and one person will help. And I think that is a collective shame experience. Yeah. It is this very like protective armored wall that we put up to not be impacted by somebody else. Yeah. And it is under the guise of what we believe is documenting, right? But documenting doesn't do shit if we don't intervene.
Well, and it's becoming such commonplace. Right? I'm standing 100%. In line. I'm standing in line at record store day, and you know, we're all wet and we're all standing in umbrellas, and there are people who are walking down the line who are like, "Oh, this is a really long line. I'll take a video of all these people standing in line." Right. And I'm like, "Motherfucker. Like, did I give you permission to videotape me? And what's the beauty of this?"
Yes.
Right? So I dip my umbrella down so you can't see me, but I'm like, "Really?"
Yep.
And it was not just one person. There were multiple people doing it. And I'm like, come on.
It becomes like a reflex to like fill the space.
Right.
And then we don't have
somebody somewhere is going to be really interested in
social interaction and all of that. And there's like, you know, the kind of social norms around like privacy in events and public spaces have very much changed.
Disappeared.
And so then like there is this high, like if you're just walking down the street and you stumble and fall and somebody across the street is recording that building at that moment and then they see you, you could become content, right? Yeah. Oh, look at this human being falling. Yeah. Aren't they a jackass?
Right.
And it's like, stop.
Yeah. Like go pick that person up.
Bullshit. Yes. Yeah. Go help. But there is this like embarrassment around being emotionally vulnerable and helping people because we have a social media gotcha culture. We don't have a social media empathy culture.
Right.
And so if you want to start a trend, do that. But then there is a piece of that culture that is out there, but it is around, how do you label it? It's the like profit part. It's like, I'm going to act like an unhoused person to see if another unhoused person will be kind to me. Yeah. And then I'm going to surprise them with money. Yeah. So it's this like marketing, I'm a good person. Right. Go be a good person and
don't expect anything.
Don't talk about it. Don't put it on the internet.
Right. The only one that I do really like, there's one guy, it's in England, which that tracks because generally speaking, it's slightly nicer culture, just as far as like being a little more empathetic and a little more, you know.
I wonder if they would agree. I'd be so curious.
I would be curious too. I feel like they would say like, no, things are shit now compared to where they used to be. But I think like,
yes.
So they did give us the Great British Bake Off, and let's be honest, it is like the sweetest thing in the world.
Yes, that's our marker. Thank you.
There's right, like that's all that gets me through the winter. But there's a guy who has an Instagram account, and he just walks around like these streets in these little British towns, And he hands bouquets of flowers to old ladies.
I saw that.
It's so cute. Mm-hmm. Like, yes, you're probably making money off of the platform.
A little like empathy porn kind of thing.
Right. But I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'll watch that all day long. You're making that little old lady happy. You just give her flowers and Meta can pay you and I'm fine with that.
And that's fine. And then like when you see that, go do the next thing, right? Walk out of your house, buy some flowers and hand them to somebody and don't record it for content.
Here's a question.
Be nice.
And we'll get into like what life was like for us before.
Right.
But when was the last time, I see you have a Starbucks cup. When was the last time anybody bought your drink in front of you at Starbucks?
Oh.
How long ago has it been?
It's been a long time, but I actually stopped on purpose because I found out that the baristas hated that shit.
Oh, did they?
It made their lives hell.
Okay.
And people didn't know when to stop doing it. Like it got really awkward.
Okay.
And so I intentionally quit doing that.
Okay. Yeah.
And if I got it, I did not pay it forward.
Everybody else just stopped for that reason? Because I don't
I don't know. And
I'm not suggesting we all go out and do that. I just think it's interesting that like nobody was you're not documenting it, right? You're just being nice to the person behind you.
Yes. Theoretically. And it was like, in the drive-through lines, I did hear that at some point they were just like, please fucking stop doing this. Because it created this weird, like people felt obligated. Yeah. And they were like, oh, but I really can't afford to like that's so kind. And I can't afford to pay for the order behind me. Right, like, how do I get out of this?
Yeah.
So, and like, that's also sort of like, we could just be standing next to each other in line and
I gotcha.
You're just like, I got your coffee. Or like, it seems like you needed this.
But
or
then
what
that's
can I do
awkward,
for you?
right? Because then you're like, then you have to have a conversation. If you're in the drive-through.
That's what we need.
Right.
No,
you're
I think that's the issue.
Yeah.
It's like easier to feel good about ourselves and just do something nice.
Right.
And it is kind. Like when it first spontaneously started happening, you're like, oh, that's so cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But we're still not knowing people.
Right. No, you're right. You're right.
Differently, which that empathy piece, that hope piece, like in order to have access to those feelings, we need to be looking at each other and talking and being like, how's your day?
We have to put our fucking phones down. This is what we really have to do.
Yes. And we're also working in like a content-driven world. I mean, you and I were talking about that. Just like some of each of our jobs, my other job and your primary job is doing the marketing piece, telling stories, which is how I stay focused, right? I am sharing a story about something that is really valuable.
Right.
So if I can keep it there, I can feel I'm right in my soul.
That's why, that's truly why I took the job at this nonprofit, because otherwise I was doing that, but for everyone, right? Like, and I couldn't really focus on a story because there really wasn't. It was just like schlock that you're putting out on the internet.
Right.
And who needs that?
And you're like churning and burning stuff all the time.
Right.
So crazy. So this was part of the conversation that we were having about Facebook and how I have slowly since COVID, I have slowly just like deleted if I get on, I delete all the memories and all of the things that I've written and all of this stuff. I started originally just pulling photos off, like albums and things, because when Facebook was a thing, when it started, and I think I first got on like 2000 and what was it? Probably 5.
Wow.
2000,
probably later than that. Because I think wasn't it like 2009
because I had it
or so that
in
it
the
launched?
Gallery, and I closed my gallery in 2008.
Okay.
And I was introduced to it by a college student who had access. And they were like, oh, in the past, you could only get on if you had a college email address. Right. But now they're allowing like businesses to have pages. And I was in the arts. And they were like, if you can access this, like you can tell everybody about like art shows or whatever. And I was like, cool. So somewhere.
Yeah. It launched February 4th, 2004.
Okay. So it was probably like maybe 2006, probably before I was playing with it.
Opened to the general public on September 26, 2006.
Okay.
So there you go.
And so then out of that business page, I eventually had like a personal profile, and my kids were 2 and 4, probably. And I didn't post a ton, but they had like pictures from preschool or something like that, because then you could connect with
because it wasn't
grandparents.
nefarious back
Right.
then.
And the AI piece wasn't there and that kind of thing. And we just weren't in the like cesspools of it.
Yeah,
it was
really
sort of fun and naive.
It was kind of an online, it was your online blog.
Yeah.
Really, right? Like your personal blog where you shared your pictures of your kiddos and what you did that day. And if you scroll back far enough in your stuff, like some of the shit you'd post, like
the statuses.
Like, I made a really shitty meatloaf for dinner.
Right. Yeah. Like, Leslie is at the grocery store. Right. It was that kind of, and it changed so much during that time. But in COVID times, I was like, oh, my kids we didn't talk about consent in photos because photos weren't being used that way. And I was like, well, they didn't get to consent to this. So I'm going to I started pulling albums down and all of this stuff, you know, and is it gone forever? No, probably not. But at least I don't have it out there anymore.
It feels more gone.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm just deleting all those fucking dumb status updates and the whatever vampire game that I played that would I
played that game.
Update your status all the time. It's like all this shit's going on. So just the privacy part.
Yeah. And we did not grow up that way.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about shit. And part of that kind of sucks because I have very little memory sometimes of what, all the concerts I went to, all the things.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Facebook does allow you to document that stuff. And so I could scroll back and be like, oh, I did go to that show. Mm-hmm. I did see Devo before. Yes. I did see, and
Isn't
all
that
these
crazy, all the things we forgot.
Right.
Yes.
Like, oh shit, now I remember that. But I feel like there's a whole bunch of stuff before that's missing.
Right. And it's
which is not bad to say that it's missing.
Yes.
It's probably for the best.
Arguably that kind of goes back to the value of diaries, or even when you had just sort of personal blog that were kind of private things. But it's become this whole mining ground for certainly for our kids. And then, millennials where your life's most embarrassing moments can just be excavated and used as shame and bullying fodder.
Well, not only that, but now anything, if you apply for a job, damn well everybody's looking on your social media about all of your stuff, right?
Crazy to me.
Yeah. But it's true.
And you're going to be held to, this at 30 years old.
Right.
I mean, something that
what
happened
you
when
did
you were
17.
15.
Right. Yeah.
And that's so gross. Right. So then it's our kids were definitely the experiment generation with that. I hope we are being more thoughtful about that. And, we can't, the genie's out of the bottle. Genies are in bottles, right? Lamp. There we go.
The lamp, yes.
There's a word in there that is associated with genie.
I mean, genie was in a bottle.
Yes. And the genie in Aladdin's in the lamp. But the cat is in the bag. And when the cat gets out of the bag.
The genie's in the bag.
The genie has left the room.
The horse is out of the bag.
There we go. This is a real life example of ADHD right now. You are living it in our brains.
Welcome
Thank you.
to our minds.
So
I
don't know if I have a summary thought.
Did you have a diary? Did you keep a diary as a kid?
I did some, and I have some from even my 20s. Okay. I have kept them. I won't read them because they're cringy and it's hard. Yeah. And I know that I will review them as I get older because I want to make sure that my children could tolerate reading them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also know that the value of that kind of processing, first of all, for just us as individual human beings, and from a historical document perspective, this is how, it's probably easier to read your grandmother's diary than your mother's.
Oh, for sure.
Because there's a little bit of distance, but that's how we understand our history. This is how, maybe my grandkids or great grandkids will be wow, great grandma was a nutbag. Or that was cool. She went and did those things or whatever. But I think that those things are really important.
Yeah. Yeah.
In that particular way.
Yep. Well, Gen X was the last generation that was, I guess, off the record, right?
Absolutely. Fuck yeah. And we could fuck up and everybody would just go, and you would be at a party and get razzed for 15 minutes and then it was over.
Right.
And you got up the next day.
Right.
And
somebody pantses you
on.
Somewhere and it's embarrassing for a little while, but you
You move through it.
Move through it.
Because we're not meant to live in those feelings
forever.
And to constantly be reminded of them.
Right.
It's bullshit and it's cruel.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
No, I agree.
Damn it.
I agree. Whew. We talked about a lot of stuff.
We did. Where should we go from here? Should we pause this part of
Well, I think we need to we could discuss some current events real quick. When we come back, let's take a break and we'll talk about that. And then, that'll be that.
This is like we're taking 2 breaks. Wild. But we're only turning out one a month-ish right now.
We've been gone for a minute. We've got lots of shit to talk about.
Life is just super busy. So maybe we'll do that.
Okay. So, Gen X women are indeed sick of some shit.
We are always sick of some shit, but some shit we're more sick of than other shit.
So I'm sick of the fact that, since we met last time, since we actually sat in a room together.
I know, it's been so long.
We're at war.
Yes. But are we? I mean, not really. That war's done.
Is it? Because it was done, but it's not quite done, but it might be wrapping up soon, but I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Because the Strait of Vermouth is still closed. But wait, no, it's open. But you did hear that, like, it Strait of Vermouth. I'm like, dude, believe me, I need to go have a Strait of Vermouth, like, right.
Get a fucking map.
I would like it on ice, please.
And don't write your news stories with AI.
Jesus Christ. Well, he said it in person. Like,
in real life.
It wasn't Trump. It was, who was it? I don't know. It was one of his lackeys, but one of his lackeys got up and said, blah, blah, blah. The president's working on opening the Strait of Vermouth. And I'm like, is that a Freudian slip, my friend? Or do you just really not know what it's called?
Both.
Yes.
I'm going to say that's both and. I've got vermouth on my mind and I actually don't know the word or the location or geography.
It's just bonkers. So now we're war with an excursion where he called it an excursion because he heard the word incursion but doesn't know what that word means. So he used excursion.
We are on an excursion with some vermouth.
With vermouth.
Uh-huh.
And then what was the other one that he said the other day? Oh, well, the whole Jesus fighting with the Pope thing that he's doing where he
unhinged.
Put a picture of himself out there as Jesus.
Unhinged.
Yeah. And
was like,
and I'm sure here's what I think happened too. I think his people then said, We need to claw that back there, Mr. President. You need to go out there and tell people that it's a doctored image.
Mm.
And he only heard part of that. And so when he got out there, he
said, that interpretation.
I'm a doctor
in
that
this
image. Fucking picture.
It was like the Red Cross.
The Red Cross.
Right? That was the thing.
I swear to God, that had to be how it went down.
It's so fine that you don't agree with your delusional family member.
Yes, please don't agree with your
you can go along to get along around the Thanksgiving table, but not if they're saying things to the whole world. You go, I don't know if that's quite right.
Yeah,
let's go look that up on the internet, or something. Like, let's go get an encyclopedia.
Let's go read
double check
the New York Times or something. Yeah, no, it's a fucked up mess out there.
It's so unhinged.
Yes.
So, and we did an episode where it was like, wait, didn't this shit already happen in the 80s?
Right.
Was that like January, February?
Yes.
We've only done 3. This is number 4, and I can't remember. Sorry. But we were just like talking about that. This like rinse, repeat.
Yep. Now we're going to go to war again with Iran. Well, we're going to have an excursion with Iran because we haven't done that before.
Nope.
Since the 70s. So we get to do that again. So that's fun.
Uh-huh.
And now we're fighting with the Pope because he shouldn't talk about theology.
Don't have opinions about theology when you're the Pope. Because that's political or something.
And he's Southside Chicago Pope. Don't fuck with Southside Chicago Pope.
Absolutely fucking not. And like,
no,
it's the Pope. So what? It's just like inconvenient now because you're not like blessing the King of America, whatever he wants to say. Like he's such a fucking narcissist that it is taking the whole planet.
Down with him
to prove that he is wrong. Like for people to say no to him. It is insane. Like that.
And there are still people who are saying yes to him. I know. Which is, I can't fathom how that's working. Like at some point we're going to, and I hope I'm wrong, we are going to have a problem with China. Like it's coming, like big time.
And
they want to get their fucking oil from, from Iran, and we are blocking the Strait of Hormuz
right now.
And we are going to have a big problem. And I'm, starting to worry about all kinds of things, like the fact that motherfucker has the football.
I mean, just like read news from other countries. Listen to radio stations outside of the United States. Follow independent journalism.
I mean, if it wasn't for The Guardian, I wouldn't know what the hell was going on. Truly. So it's great out there, guys. I really want everybody just to be kind to each other and be kind to yourself, because
only in our 50s, right? So like this is just like rinse, repeat
again and again and again
with the same. And like, okay, everybody's got an agenda, right? Like all parties have an agenda.
Sure.
But the polarized, just sort of like relentless disgustingness of the destruction of every other being on the planet.
And the environment.
So that we can accomplish whatever the goals are, which are pretty private, financially oriented goals,
it's 100%
right?
Making money.
For the top 1%, half of 1%.
He went on the news yesterday before the markets closed and said that the strait was open.
Yes.
And gas prices went down and the stock market went up. And then the markets closed and Iran came out and said, no, it ain't. But the markets have already closed. So now we've got 3 days, 2.5 days of just market manipulation. And you're going to... We're going to open on Monday, and everything's going to be in the shitter again.
Right. That's all that's happened in the past, 6 weeks. Yes. I mean, it's just and then the
same thing over and over. It's like we wake up on Groundhog Day.
Yes.
Without Bill Murray.
It's not funny.
No.
And you know what? Bill Murray grew a little bit.
Did he?
Every time he repeated that story in Groundhog Day.
He did. He did get a little better every time.
He became a better person.
We're not learning.
Because he did the same thing every day. And he's finally like, you know what? I'm just going to be nice because it feels better.
How do you feel, just because we're on this topic of now celebrities and this current world, how do you feel about Sam Jackson and the Pulp Fiction quote?
When I was like, that's got to be bullshit. And I watched somebody had done a
side by side of it,
duo side by side, all those things, and I was like, no way. And I knew that in Pulp Fiction, it was a paraphrase of a biblical, but that's what made it amazing, right? Yes. And this is totally Googleable,
right? Right.
And many of us grew up watching that movie religiously because it was amazing. Yes. And we're all the demographic that is going to be smart enough to know.
Yeah. We can quote it ourselves.
I didn't hear, but he sort of wrote this backstory about why.
Yeah, he came out afterwards and said that he was saying it because he's heard it in the field.
I'm sure. All the times you were in the field, you fucking
the one time you were in the field there, you white supremacist. Yeah, good times.
So there you go.
Leslie,
Megan,
I hope that we all live to have one more podcast and we could do this again.
I think so. I think we'll get another one.
I hope so.
I think we'll get another one in there. I think, we're doing pretty well. This one's a little bit longer, and so we'll kind of maybe get another one towards the end of May.
Yeah.
We've got a big project that's going to wrap up, but it's never going to end. There's always other things coming. you got through a big project yourself, which is really cool.
Yep.
And we're here to
just more coming because
have
that's
a good
the
time.
way it happens.
Yep.
If you would like to hear us chit-chat about anything specific, if there are any topics that are out there that you remember about your Gen X childhood that you would like to weigh in on, please drop us a note. We would love to dive into it. We've talked about a lot of stuff on this pod.
I'll probably get you thinking a little bit. We hope you enjoy it. And if you don't, that's okay. You don't have to listen.
No, you don't. But it's nice that you do.
It's totally fine. And you don't have to send us notes about how much you don't like it.
You could write us a note when you're getting your nails done, slide it across the table and say, we don't have to talk.
We don't have to talk. That's totally fine. But if you're crabby, it's okay.
Because we are too sometimes.
Keep that to yourself.
It's okay.
All right. Well, go put on some warm clothes.
I'm gonna go take a hot shower, and then I'm gonna go stand in the rain tonight and watch a concert.
Have some coffee so you can stay awake.
Yes. I might Irish up that coffee a little bit.
There you go. And kick some ass. Have a great time.
Thanks, you too.
I'll see you later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
You have been listening to Gen X Women Are Sick of This Shit. Hey, Megan.
Hey, Leslie.
What do people do if they want to find us?
Well, we have a website that people can find us on, and that is genxwomenpod.com. We also have a Facebook page. We have an Instagram account as well. We have a YouTube account where we put YouTube shorts and other little tidbits up there. We have a TikTok account.
I don't talk the tick or tick the talk.
You don't tick the talk?
I do not.
I barely talk the tick, but I did put a TikTok up.
We're explaining the internet to people.
That's
okay, though.
It's great.
We need to know how the internet works. Can people buy merch?
They absolutely can. We have a merch store on the website itself, and we also have an Etsy store, too. So they're just pretty easy to find. It's just Gen X Women on Etsy.
And if you are listening to this podcast, presumably you found it somewhere. And while you're there, give us a review.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think.
Throw some stars at us.
That'd be great. We'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Ooh, 5.
Maybe 10.
And also make sure that you are hitting subscribe so that you're notified whenever a new episode drops.
Most important.
We also have a 5 minutes of fame that I think we should tell people about, too.
Hell yes. We want to know your stories, your 5 minutes of fame stories. You can send those stories in on the website, or you can call 1-888-GEN-X-POD and leave your story for us, and we will play it live in our next episode.
Yep.
2 or 3.
We'll listen to it on a little red phone just like Batman.
That'd be cool. Let's get a bat phone.
A bat phone.
I think that's it.
I think you're right.